So, as we begin this session, I invite you to make yourself as comfortable as you can. To just settle down in whatever space you feel comfortable, maybe lying on a bed or resting in a chair or lying on a floor. And once you get yourself in position, I just invite you to settle down. I invite you to let all your muscles just to start to relax. Let your feet and your legs relax. Allow your thighs, your stomach and your chest and your arms, your hands, just let them relax. It's up to you to just let go. Maybe now you can relax your neck and your throat and all the muscles in your face. Just let them relax and feel loose and limp. And just let go. I invite you to just let go, making that choice to just settle down. And if you feel comfortable now, if you haven't already, go ahead and I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze and just to invite in a sense of feeling comfortable and relaxed. As you relax more and more, perhaps you start to get a sense and a feeling of heaviness. Maybe you start to feel as if you're sinking down more and more. Or maybe you feel as if you're floating, as if you're light and drifting. Everyone feels different when they're relaxed. But know that whatever you're feeling is just right. In whatever way you feel it, it's a wonderful feeling to just be relaxed. Knowing that there's nothing that you need to do. Nobody needs anything or wants anything from you right now. At this moment, there's nothing to do. There's no place you need to go. There's nothing to do but relax and let go. So I invite you to just relax and let go, to allow yourself to feel more and more comfortable, more and more relaxed, inviting in a sense that you're safe and happy and relaxed. And as you relax more and more, I wonder if you'd be willing to just breathe down through your chest and your tummy, allowing your imagination to come alive as you feel your breath slowing down more and more. And if you can, begin to imagine what it would feel like or sound like to be connected to a beautiful day, allowing your imagination to create a magnificent day. Imagining there's a beautiful sun in the sky that's warming your face and your arms and your legs. And even if you can't see it, just imagine that warmth flowing over you, a warmth that makes you feel more and more comfortable, more and more relaxed. So just allow yourself to go deeper. Don't try to force a vision. Just allow your imagination to go down into a gentle hypnotic rest. And know that you can't do this wrong. You're doing it just as you need to do it. Again, don't try to force anything. Just go with the flow. And perhaps as you relax, you can begin to create the most beautiful, perfect garden. Imagine the colors of flowers and shrubs. Imagine the fragrance of your favorite flower. And just go deeper down into relaxation. And imagine in your garden, there's a hammock suspended between two giant oak trees. And you just feel connected. You feel drawn to it. And imagine you climb up into that hammock and you just allow yourself to sink down, allowing yourself to feel safe, allowing yourself to just feel safe and comfortable, sinking down a little bit more. And imagine that hammock starts to swing back and forth, as if it's holding you in a cocoon of comfort and relaxation. And again, don't try to force a vision. Just experience what it would feel like to sink down into a cocoon of relaxation as your hammock swings back and forth. It feels like waves of relaxation washing over your body, just like as if you were floating in the ocean, those luxurious waves flowing through you, around you. Imagine it soothing and caressing you, helping to wash away the stresses and the strains of everyday life, allowing your inner self to let go of what doesn't belong, and in bringing in a bit of peace and tranquility. And it just feels so good to just settle down, to just snuggle down, just rocking back and forth, to and fro. And every time you go back and forth, you go deeper and deeper into total relaxation, and you allow yourself to just let go, to just settle down. And imagine above you, as you swing back and forth, you see the treetops moving back and forth. Up above the trees, you see the blue sky and the wispy clouds. Back and forth, back and forth. Around you, you imagine flowers, and maybe some grass, maybe a pond in the distance. And it's your perfect garden. And you can imagine all the blooms that you would see, smell the fragrances, the shrubs and the herbs, causing you to take in a nice, comfortable breath. And you just relax more and more, gently swaying to and fro in the hammock, watching the changing scene as you sway back and forth, and you go deeper and deeper down. And you just stay here for a little bit, in this place where nobody needs anything or wants anything, just enjoying the peace and tranquility, and relax more and more, noticing the sky above, noticing the clouds drifting by. Maybe every now and then you see a vapor trail of a plane flying up overhead. You imagine where that plane may be heading, somewhere far away, maybe all the way across the ocean, maybe around the world. As you swing back and forth, noticing the flowers, noticing the trees, then maybe imagine a butterfly floats across the scene, seemingly spinning this way and that. Maybe you hear a bee buzzing by, but you know you're undisturbed. And you just stay here for a few moments in your hammock, swinging to and fro, gently relaxing back and forth, letting yourself go deeper and deeper down, deeper and deeper down. And from this moment onward, you're going to allow yourself to experience this journey in a deep way. You'll hear the suggestions that will be beneficial for you, for your well-being, for your transformation. And my words become your thoughts, and your thoughts begin to generate a whole new way of thinking, of feeling, of being. And you're in a space where you'll completely accept the suggestions, knowing that they're good for you, knowing that they're just what you need. And you just relax more and more, just relaxing more and more, knowing you're right where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to do. And just imagine your beautiful garden all around you, the garden of your life. Imagine you suddenly find yourself coming out of the hammock, and you're standing there in this beautiful garden, looking around and marveling at the beauty of nature, of all the trees and the flowers and the grass. Just imagine that place. Allow yourself to experience it. Can you see it now? Imagine as you're standing in that beautiful garden, you feel the warmth of autumn, and the autumn sun is shining down on you. And maybe you feel a gentle breeze blowing in from time to time, carrying the sweet perfume of your favorite flowers. But that breeze is cooler than the air around you, a little crisper. Imagine all the shrubs and the bushes. Perhaps in the distance you see an ivy-covered archway covered in jasmine or honeysuckle. All around you in your garden, you see the majestic trees, maybe a weeping willow, and maybe an old oak tree at the end of your garden. And as you look at the trees, you begin to notice some of them are shedding their leaves in that afternoon breeze. Perhaps you can hear the birds up in the trees, singing and whistling, as if they're speaking to you. You can imagine maybe some of those birds are preparing to migrate and sharing the news of their travels. I wonder if you'd allow yourself to experience this scene in however you see it. Enhance it in whatever way you feel. And you feel that autumn sun on your skin. And you hear the sweet, melodious birdsong in the air. And you enjoy your beautiful garden. Just allow yourself to experience it now, as if there's nothing else you need to do. And you can allow yourself to create the garden in your mind. You have the power to create it, because it's your own special place. Don't try too hard. Just know that you can envision this place in whatever way you choose. Awaken your senses. Imagine the smell. Imagine the feeling. Imagine the sounds and the colors. And just imagine this place. And as you look around your garden, perhaps you notice that there's a gate that leads out of your garden and onto the street beyond. And you can be so happy to remain here in the garden for as long as you wish, just allowing your mind to wander wherever it will. Don't try to force it, just stay with it. And imagine as you're looking around your garden, noticing the coming of fall, you begin to reflect on the cycles of nature. And as you do, you experience this strange feeling of nostalgia, of memories flooding through your mind. And you recall just a few weeks ago, in this garden, it was in full bloom. And now some of the trees are more loosely adorned, preparing to shed the leaves, to prepare for winter, and to await the new growth of spring. And as you look around your garden, imagine now on one side of the garden there are dried up leaves scattered around the ground. As you look at those leaves, some of them are yellow and wilted. Others are orange and brown, and gold and red. As you look at this part of the garden, you notice that it's very thick, like a carpet. But elsewhere in the garden, they're more sparsely scattered. Just picture the leaves. Imagine you look more closely at the dried up, crumpled leaves, and it occurs to you that they could be symbolic of the frustrations and pain, the suffering of your life. Imagine those crumpled, dried up leaves can represent all the negative conditions from your past, all the things that don't belong. And some of these crumpled, dried up leaves can represent some of the things from your present, some of the things in your life that don't belong. Maybe they start to represent uncomfortable feelings. Maybe some of those leaves represent some senses of inadequacy, or not being good enough, or feelings of inferiority, or embarrassment, or even shame. Maybe some of these leaves represent refusals and resentments, negative statements you say about yourself, negative things others have told you. All those negative statements that have affected you at any time in your life. Imagine all the things that don't belong, all that negativity are here on the fallen grounds in the garden of your life. And then imagine you look over against the wall near the gate, and you notice there's a long wooden handled rake. And I wonder if you could imagine taking that rake and gathering up all those dried and crumpled old leaves. Imagine you put them into a pile, and you know that you can set them on fire. Imagine that pile of leaves, and you could even give some of those leaves a name. some of the names might represent people who hurt you or disappointed you. Maybe some of those leaves can represent words that you didn't mean to say. Maybe some of those leaves can represent painful things people have told you. Events in your life that you wish were different. Maybe some of those leaves represent a subconscious wish for failure, a fear of success. Maybe some of those leaves represent things like loneliness and sadness and sorrow. There are many dislikes for people in life. Maybe some of those leaves represent those dislikes, procrastination, negative conditioning. Some may represent laziness, lack of communication or commitment. Maybe they symbolize some spite or hatred or hurt that is held by you or directed at you by someone else. Maybe all these negative feelings are scattered around on the ground. And right now you have the tools and the ability to do something about them, to do something with them. So imagine you rake them into a big pile, ready for the fire. Whatever negativity those leaves mean to you, you're going to burn them. You're going to burn them out of your life forever. And you have all the tools you need to let them go, right here, in this hypnotic place, in the beautiful garden of your life. You can make a choice to let go. Are you ready to release? The pile is ready. Are you ready to release all the things that don't serve you? So I want you to imagine setting fire to those leaves, knowing that it's safe, and you can stand back and watch the destruction of all those negative conditions from your life. Imagine as those leaves alight, the leaves crackle, and the flames dance and leap up into the air. Imagine you can feel all those negative influences from the past leaving you. That's right, they're leaving you. You are allowing them to leave you. You are making a choice to let go. Imagine they're being totally and completely burned out from your life. Just imagine that wonderful feeling of freedom, a feeling of being rid of all those negative influences, all those things that have been holding you back. Imagine they just burn away. It's as though all those negative influences from the past are going up in flames, drifting up into smoke. And if you look up there, imagine that black smoke billowing higher and higher. And as it drifts away, imagine the tail end of the smoke becomes thinner and thinner until it disperses, and all those things leave your life forever. And suddenly the smoke is gone, completely dispersed, and you feel this sense of freedom, of relief, and you imagine you're free from all the negative influences of the past. Imagine how it feels to let go of all those limiting beliefs, all those things that have held you back, and now you're free. Free to progress, free to move forward, free to achieve whatever intentions you set yourself up for. You are free. And it's a wonderful feeling to be free. And with that freedom, you feel confident. You feel self-assured. You feel much more comfortable with yourself. And with that freedom, you feel as if you could fly, and all those negative influences have departed. And it's though you can live your life again. You can make a fresh start, a healthy, positive new beginning. you can continue to live a fulfilling life, doing not only those things that you've done every day, but have the confidence to do whatever it is you really want to do every day. Imagine as you look up at the sky and the smoke is completely diverse. Imagine as you look up at the sky as the smoke has completely dispersed and the blue sky is clear. I want you to experience now. I want you to imagine a beautiful violet stream of light coming down from the sky up above, like a laser beam. Imagine that light flowing into the crown of your head and opening up like a lotus flower. Imagine the energy from the violet light streaming in through your head, and this energy symbolizes purity of thought, because now you're embraced in positive thoughts and feelings. Whether you know it or not, we've cleared out your subconscious and unconscious mind of all the things that don't belong and replaced it with light. And the light represents love and honesty, confidence and clarity, and a very special feeling of inner calm and happiness. Because you realize from deep down within you, you are good enough. You are capable. You feel the energy, and you allow the love of the light to enter into your brain, to move down your spinal column, to flow out through every nerve, every cell, every fiber, and even the consciousness of your being. And the purity of thought and feeling enters every nerve, every cell, every fiber, and every consciousness of your being, filling you with calm confidence, filling you with positive thoughts and feelings, and the wonderfully strong and positive energy that is yours. And suddenly you feel this loving acceptance. You start to accept the wonderful being that you are. You start to accept that you are a being of love and compassion. And you find that you begin to feel different about yourself, calmer. From deep down inside, you feel more relaxed, more confident. All those things that don't belong are gone. You realize you're not alone, that you're supported by a community around you. The garden of your life is filled with love, and every cell in your body is bathed in the love and acceptance from this light. And suddenly that light connects to the light of your heart, and your feelings are changing. You are changing. Every cell in your body is becoming healthier. You're vibrating in the energy of harmony and bliss, and it alters the chemistry of your body in a calm and positive way, moving out anything that doesn't belong, pushing out any darkness, pushing out any dis-ease, and suddenly you're aligned with the harmony of you, a symphony of frequencies, and you feel yourself buzzing, and you breathe, and you rest now. And you imagine the cycle of life goes on. And after a while, autumn passed, and you move through winter, and it's now a warm spring sunshiny day. A day of new beginnings and opportunities. And from the garden of your life, you know that you've released all the negative thoughts and beliefs that you once held about yourself. You've let go. And according to the laws of nature, we have to replenish what we take away. So I want you to see yourself now. Imagine you have a handful of seeds, and imagine there's an area in your garden where you instinctively know that these seeds are needed in order for new, healthy growth to take place. Imagine you plant those seeds in the already rich and fertile soil that's ready to take those seeds. And very carefully, you place them in your garden. With loving care, You sprinkle those seeds in the soft, fine earth, and you shower the earth lightly with fresh, clear water. And then you just leave the rest to nature, and you know, as you planted those seeds will grow and grow and grow. And you can imagine that those seeds represented the things that you want to see more of in your life. And while they're growing in the earth, you won't see their shoots until they begin to peep out of the soil. But you know that these little seeds are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. And you'll know because your feelings will tell you so. And you listen very carefully now to your feelings, to your inner self, to that wonderful, calm, wiser, and more confident self. And you experience a calm inner acceptance. And you're loving yourself for who you are in a calm and peaceful way. And you imagine those seeds starting to grow. The seeds of confidence, the seeds of compassion, the seeds of forgiveness, and the seeds of love. And they start to grow more and more and more. And you feel that peacefulness that comes from this garden, the garden of your life, thriving as spring turns to summer and everything is alive and in bloom. And you just rest for a moment and just trust that you received all that you need, that the suggestions and the work that you did will carry you forward in the days ahead. And these suggestions will grow stronger and stronger, stronger by the minute, stronger by the hour, stronger by the day, as those seeds grow stronger and stronger. And now you're ready. You're ready to carry these feelings forward with you into the next minutes and the next hours and all the days ahead. And in a moment, I'm going to count the numbers from 1 to 5. And with each number, you'll find yourself slowly returning to full awakening consciousness. And at the count of 5, you'll be ready to open your eyes and ride awake, refreshed and alert, and ready to allow these suggestions to work for you. And even as you begin to awaken from hypnosis and become aware of the external world, you know that deep down inside of you, those seeds are growing and the changes are occurring within. So, count the numbers after me in your mind. And when you're ready, you'll open your eyes and you'll smile and you'll stretch and you'll see all these suggestions have taken effect. 1. Feeling yourself here calm and peaceful. 2. Feeling the beating of your heart filled with joy and love. 3. Coming back slowly. 4. Awaking yourself more and more. And 5. Open your eyes and you're wide awake, fully alert, refreshed and ready to enjoy the rest of your life. I'm Coach Bill Sullivan. And just take your time and reflect and move forward in the beautiful day that awaits you. Now, as you awaken more and more, I invite you to reflect on this message, to recognize that you have all that you need to succeed. So just breathe for a few moments. Think about how you feel. And if you've enjoyed this journey, and you want to know more about the SVMT method of hypnotherapy, feel free to visit our website at www.meditateyou.me. I'm Coach Bill Sullivan, the founder and senior director at Meditate School of Mindfulness and Sound, and it's been my honor to share this time with you. As you breathe, receive this message. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. May you live a life of ease, and may your life be filled with loving kindness.